Hi everyone. So, what two semi-finals we had at Mumbai and Kolkata for the World Cup 2023? First one between India and New Zealand, high-scoring semi-final, and second year, totally two contrasting semi-finals. Second one was a low-scoring one at Kolkata. So first, let's talk about the Mumbai semi-finals. Great atmosphere at Wankhede Stadium, and India versus New Zealand. India winning the toss and batting first. Relief for the Indian fans because in the 2019 final we had uh, New Zealand winning as India batted second, New Zealand winning that match. So India batting first, and once again Rohit Sharma. What an innings here! Once again, I mean, brilliant, breathtaking shots. 47 of 29 balls. Once again, giving India a head start in the power play. Shubman Gill playing beautiful, sublime shots in 79, and then he got. Cramps and he had to leave the field. But Virat Kohli and Shreyas Iyer, both of them batted very well. Virat Kohli just concentrated the innings, taken singles and twos in his own way, and he just about just kept going. Got his 117, crossed Sachin Tendulkar's 49 ODI centuries record, getting 50 ODI century. A legend by itself, Virat Kohli once again. But only small criticism of Virat Kohli is that towards the as he closed on towards in 100, he slowed down a little, which was not the ideal situation with around 40 overs of play going on at that time. So probably that did not prove to be costly at all, but it can harm on another day. It can harm the interest of the team. But anyway, Shreyas Iyer more than made up for any lack of intent on Kohli's part by playing brilliant innings. I mean, it was 105 of 17 balls, of 70 balls, and he played some glorious shots all around the ground with the pull, the cut, and the spinners. He just destroyed this. I mean, the spinners also hitting beautifully, and he was just playing absolutely wonderful shots. I mean, Shreyas had really come across very well after all these injury issues for the last few months. I mean, he's really, towards this last few matches, he's really picked up his game for India. And then it was KL Rahul's cameo, 20 ball 39, which took India to a massive score of 398, which is very, very difficult to chase down in a knockout. But New Zealand has been one of the best chasing team in this championship. I already told in the past, and once again, Convoy and Ravindra started off, but Shami got them both out for 13 each. But then there was that partnership between Williamson and Daryl Mitchell. Ken Williamson, 69 runs. It was a very solid innings, but it was Daryl Mitchell who was playing beautifully. His stroke playing has been absolutely breathtaking, especially his sixes down the ground, which he hits with his bottom hand. Beautiful bat swing. I mean, it's really great to watch. Daryl Mitchell has scored 200s against this lethal Indian bowling in this World Cup. And what a brilliant 100 that was in the semi-final. But unfortunately, that 181 run partnership did worry the Indian fans a lot, because at one stage it looked as if New Zealand will be able to chase it down with 200 required in 20 overs with 8 wickets in hand. This is a very possible scenario in T20 cricket. But then came Mohammad Shami once again. Williamson got out, Latham got out in the same over, and the match totally turned. Daryl Mitchell finally got out at 134, and the rest of the innings just fell apart. Mohammad Shami got 7 wickets, and India winning by a huge margin of 71 runs. New Zealand 327 all out. They tried their best to chase it down, but it was not possible. It's very difficult to chase down a score of 398 in a semi-final, especially. So brilliant performance by India. They are into their fourth final, and will be gunning for their third title, while New Zealand goes out in the semi-finals this time round. So that was the first semi-final. Second semi-final was played at Eden Gardens, contrastingly low-scoring semi-final. What a match it was! So Australia and South Africa, highly memorable match. Eden Gardens was packed to capacity, brilliant atmosphere, a neutral match for Indian fans, where Australia and South Africa were the partners, and Australia and South Africa had a bit of history in the World Cups. So that was it. South Africa winning the toss. I think it was a blessing in disguise for Pat Cummins to lose the toss. It was cloud cover all around in Gardens, and the ball started to move around. Stark and Hazlewood looked lethal. South Africa lost 4 for 24 in the power play, and they were absolutely struggling, no end. But then came Klaasen and Miller. They really put up a great partnership. David Miller scored 100, brilliant 100 by playing a pull shot of Pat Cummins. He reached his 100. Klassen got to 47 before Travis Head came in and got Klassen out, and that in that same over he got Jansen LBW, and Travis Head got the 2 wickets when Champa was not bowling that well for Australia today. And then came Glenn Maxwell's tight bowling, and once again the Pacers came back. A good hand from Gerald Coetzee, 19 runs. It was David Miller's innings, 101, and Klassen's contribution overall that took South Africa to 212 in 50 overs. A score, by no means a match-winning score, but a score through which South African bowling can fight out with cloud cover and all. But however, when Australia came out in the second innings, the batsmen were right into the ground even before the South Africa had entered the ground, and that gave them the message. They were absolutely went in blistering style. They were played in the power play, particularly David Warner, 19 ball 29 runs before he got bowled by Makram. But Travis Head was, oh my goodness, a brilliant innings. Once again, he's hitting the ball through the offside, onside, the airy shots over the infield. It was a brilliant innings of 62 runs. Which took Australia, helped Australia to get a very good score in the power play, over 70 runs in the power play. And it was an absolute brilliant start from where Australia now can easily rotate the strike and win the match. But then came the South African fight back. Travis Head got out to Maharaj, incoming ball, he got bowled. And there was then Smith and Labuschagne. They had a partnership. They didn't take on the South African bowling. They just playing singles and twos. But then the spinners got into the act. Shamsi was bowling tight. Maharaj was bowling tight, and it got a bit difficult for both Smith and Labuschagne to really get the boundaries. South Africa got applying the squeeze, and finally Labuschagne got out for 18. And then he got out to Shamsi, and then Steve Smith was batting well, but Maxwell came in and he got out to Shamsi. He was bowled for 1, and that was a big wicket, and which brought together Smith and English. English played a very good innings. Smith was looking good. It looked as if Australia finally getting towards the target, but then comes Gerald Coetzee's brilliant spell. Steve Smith played a horrendously bad shot, a pull shot which went right up into the air, and Peacock took a very good catch which ended Steve Smith in knock of 30. That was a poor shot after playing for such a long time. That opened up the match again for South Africa, and then came the bowlers were in, Mitchell Starc, but English played well, but at 28 he got a brilliant lethal Yorker from Coetzee. He was clean bowled, and that brought Starc and Cummins with still 20 to go for Australia, 7 wickets down. Still South Africa in the game, and they were bowling with their spin, pace and spin combination, good attacking fields, but then both the fast bowlers of Australia, they just played very sensibly, lot of balls in hand. They didn't at all got hurried. They just played into the gaps and got the runs, and finally Australia won. With that partnership, Australia won by 3 wickets in an absolutely tense and tight and a very thrilling game of cricket at Eden Gardens. The crowd was absolutely magnificent. They were rooting for South Africa, but Australia once again going into their final, another final, their 8th final, record 8th final. They have won the trophy 5 times. And will it be 6 times this time? If they win it 6 times, and also they have won the WTC, the World Test Championship finals this year only, it will be a really big feat for Australia if they win the World Cup, ODI World Cup and the World Test Championship in the same year. That is a possibility now. India-Australia final is going to be an absolute blockbuster at Ahmedabad in front of 1 lakh and more spectators. More of that later, but now these 2 semi-finals have been absolutely magnificent. So bye for now. Waiting for the finals. Thank you.